We didn't have a lot growing up, and then I was set for life when I was 12, and I thought all of my problems are going to go away. And I was like, well, it's not like that unless all of my friends and family are that way too. Because like, how are we all supposed to like be okay if only one person is okay?
Would you change the timing of the events that happened in your life if you could?
Like acting when I was super young? The only thing I really feel like, we didn't have a lot growing up, but like I've never.
You grew up in a council house?
Mm-hmm. And like, you know, have always had like a awareness of how hard my mum worked, like raising us, giving us everything that, you know, she did, putting food on the table, you know. But like I never. I remember like when I was sort of like 18 and a lot of my friends started going to uni, getting jobs, whatever. I remember like there was, I was like, I never, even though I know what that struggle was like growing up, like I've never like struggled to get a job or struggled to make rent or anything like that. And I think, not that I would change that, of course, like I'm so fortunate, but I guess like I never want to lose sight of like the perspective of like just how fortunate that I've been, and like just how tone deaf it is for me to believe that I like would understand what it's like to, you know, to struggle to make rent and want to be a creative person and not know whether to get like a sensible job or to like, because I don't know what that struggle is like at all. So yeah, I don't know that like I sometimes worry that I'm like alienated in some ways because it all happened when I was so young, and like literally from the age of 12 I've been like set for life, and that's like very different to how I was like before that age.
Is there a mixture of emotions surrounding that, like being set for life at 12 as you grow up? Now I've sat here with a couple of guests who come from like a council estate or grew up in very difficult situations, and they often express this kind of, I remember Jackmate doing it, express this kind of almost, guilt's a bit of an interesting word, but like, why did I remember Jack saying to me, I can make thousands and thousands of pounds from just making YouTube videos. And I watched my dad not make the same amount of money in like a year or whatever. Have you ever felt that?
Definitely. Like, just, yeah, real, like the guilt around like allowing yourself to have nice things or do nice things because you're like able to. Like I felt like when I was a kid, everything stopped happening and all my problems were going to go away. And then like all my problems didn't go away. And then I was set for life when I was 12, and I thought all of my problems are going to go away. And I was like, well, it's not like that unless all of my friends and family are that way too. Because like, how are we all supposed to like be okay if only one person is okay? And, you know, you give people what you can, but you don't see the pain, take the pain away for another person, doesn't take the pain away for yourself. Like, and then you realize that like actually life is something else entirely.
Even if you can keep the heat on and the electricity and feed yourself, there's still for many people another level of trauma which money can't seem to solve for directly. Mm-hmm.